it. Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Get the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, ain't know what I was.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Detroit Lions. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. Third and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the gun, Jenkins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Black Knights 0. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
On the play. And a London 1st down.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Complete to Gerald
It is
Everett.
fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jenkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again, Jenkins. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Jenkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jenkins. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Bawden. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Seven, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he'll get it down this time in the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Jenkins. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
To kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. They'll find Everett there, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Burrow on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Johnson. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
coming up on 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll go with the keeper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21. Black Knights.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown. Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Check. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Jenkins. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions add on to their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, and make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. it's Burrow. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, London.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's complete to the tight end, Sample. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Handoff to Joe Mixon. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to you. Under 10. Under 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jenkins. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
To DeAndre Swift.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Jenkins. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
First down and 10.
Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, London.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Julian Okwara on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From midfield now, Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Jelani Tavai. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On second down, here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, Burrow dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And it's a touchdown. 14 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Lions 35. Black Knights 21. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Let's see what you got. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
first down. Jenkins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
The 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Swift. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running is Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw on 3rd down, Jenkins. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Lions 42. Black Knight.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trey Flowers drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. There's Matt Bosher now. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
What are you doing?
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Jenkins. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And down he'll go at the 25.
Joe Mixon,
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Julian Okwara on the tackle. A gain of 7.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Mixon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Again, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
On the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a going strong. Watch me shaking.